Welcome to another video of ARK. Today I'm doing the Gamma Overseer on official Xbox PVE servers. I'm going to show right now, I'm going to slow down the frame so you can see it. It's server 874 official NA PVE Xbox, just to prove my point. I'm going to explain what's happening, and then I will explain what you need and how to beat the fight and the cave. So right now my tribe mate's going to open the door. You're going to see it go green. That means we're doing the Gamma, the easy version, Tech Cave or Overseer, however you pronounce it. See how he's in there right now? He's putting the heads in, opens the door. You can actually pull the heads out. For some reason, it doesn't like make the tributes disappear. So he's taking them out and going to throw them on the wyvern. I suggest everyone to do that. You might as well not sacrifice the boss heads if you don't have to. So I skipped ahead there, but he just basically ran back to his wyvern that was parked there and threw the heads on the wyvern to keep them outside the cave just in case we fail. We still have them. So first things first, the tech cave. This is the first part for this. For the tech cave, what you need is ghillie. I suggest keeping all your Rexes or whatever dino you're using for the boss fight cryopoded, and just throw out gigas if you have them. These aren't very good gigas. I don't know the exact stats, but I think you'll see the stats on screen right there. So if just pause the screen and you'll see the stats of my giga. So we take gigas in, we ride them down to the end where the teleporter is. We clear everything, and then we throw out our Rexes. And now there is a misconception. So a lot of people say, or a lot of videos have it mention that you can't use cryopods in the cave, or at least at a certain depth, which is absolutely true, but I will show you in this video as at that point where you can't use them anymore and where the lowest point where you can. I suggest using my method, because if you try to drag your Rexes through the cave, you will fail miserably. It's an awful time trying to drag them through the cave, so just don't do it. With no timers on the cryopods on PVE anymore, there's no sense of you trying to drag them through. Just throw them all out once you get to a certain point. If you see me going into my inventory and dropping the loot a lot, that's because right now as of when I did this boss fight, I think it was April 10th when I did it, and April 10th, 2020, and it's the Easter event on the official ARK servers, and everything is 4 times. So whenever I kill like a Yudi, I get like so much fur or pelt, sorry, and it weighs me down so much I can't move, so I have to constantly keep dropping stuff. But normally that won't happen. Anyways, to get through this cave, you need ghillie for this part, or desert cloth because it's super hot. The Kalium soup or Kalium soup, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. That'll help with your water consumption there. I still brought 3 canteens just in case. I don't even think I used one, but that's because I had ghillie and the soup going. So I suggest if you're not going to use any of that, just bring a lot of water. There's kind of no backing out. At a certain point the door closes, so you can't go back out. I did speed up the footage here to 2 times just to speed things along. So this was a 50-minute video, and I brought it down to 27. So at any point you can skip ahead, but I'm just explaining what you need at this point, and so that you can just watch the video in peace without me talking. So you need ghillie for this part, you need food, you need med brews, you need water, and you want fur for the cold parts. For basically the boss fight, you're going to need fur. So that's pretty much all you need. A lot of people bring guns. Don't bring guns. It's a waste of time. It is an absolute waste of time. Don't bring it. Maybe on the harder difficulties, I'm not sure, but on the easy, don't bring guns. You're never going to be shooting. You're not. You're going to be on your Rex. Even if you get knocked, you only get knocked like from the boss. If you get knocked off dismounted, you only get knocked onto the saddle. You don't get knocked like 20 feet away. So I don't know when you shoot, so it's a waste of time. Anyways, at this point, right where I'm standing at this point in the video, that's where you could throw out your Rexes. That's the lowest point, and then you can see the exit to the teleporter just up ahead. So me and my tri-mate are going to clear the cave, the rest of the cave to the entrance of that teleporter, and then you're good to go. There's nothing past that. See that entrance? You can see it now on the top right of the screen. That's the entrance to the teleporter. It kind of looks tech-like. It's hexagonal, transparent shapes, I guess. You want to clear with the Gigas up until that point, and then there's no more enemies to worry about. So clear up into this door here, and then go back up to the point. Again, I skipped ahead because it's just, you saw where I got to. If you wonder how much I've skipped ahead, just look at the timer, the time remaining at the top middle of the screen in red, so you know how much time I've skipped. So here's the point where you can throw out all your Rexes. You see us cryopotting the Giga. The Giga can't go up to the boss fight, so you have to cryopot it. But at this point, throw out your Rexes, and then we basically start walking them down. I've learned through this that you can walk down 3 at a time safely. Don't do more. Again, I skipped ahead, but just keep an eye on the timer and you'll see how far we've skipped ahead. But all the Rexes are out. Well, 90% of them are out at this point, and we're gonna just start walking them down. Again, I'm just showing this footage so you kind of know everything that you have to do to get through this cave, and the safest and easiest way to get through it on an official server. So yeah, we're gonna go whistle follow 1, and we're gonna drag them down to that cave, the teleporter entrance way down there. You can see it. This is the point. This is the lowest point where you can throw the Rexes out. Again, I want to explicitly say that because I don't want you to get to the bottom at the teleporter entrance and try to throw out your cryopods. They're not working. You freak out. Just head up to where I am in the cave, throw out your Rexes, walk them down, and then walk them to the teleporter. One thing to note is if you're running it with a tribe mate, I suggest the tribe mate take half the Rexes and you take half the Rexes and teleport separately, just in case something goes wrong in teleportation. That's what we do. You definitely don't want to lose Rexes. So anything left in the cave will be lost. So in this tech cave portion of the boss fight, if anything gets left down here, it is lost forever. So please, please, please be as safe as possible. If there is 2 people, separate. One take half of the Rexes, the other take the other half, and then teleport up. Again, you're going to see the footage, so you'll see our technique and how we do this. Again, if you see any skips in the video, it's just me trying to cut time. It's just boring stuff. You don't need to see me walking down, 20 Rexes or however many. I think we brought 18, but that's just me walking down the one, showing it's possible. I'm gonna whistle stop and then go get more. I only brought 1 this time because I wasn't sure how many you could bring. I tested it. 3 is the most. If you take 4, 1's gonna run off somewhere. So yeah, here we go. My Rexes are down now, and I'm gonna go to the teleporter. I'm gonna get back to you at the boss fight once we teleport up. For now, just enjoy the footage. Thanks. Alright, now that I'm up in the boss fight area, I'm getting some explorer notes. So if you want to see where they are, just watch this footage. I slowed it down. I don't have it on 2 times, so you can see me grab them. And yeah, now that I'm talking to you guys again, I might as well just explain kind of what I'm using to beat the boss. So I'm using I think about 18 Rexes. You can bring more if you want, it really doesn't matter. 18 is more than enough. The stats of the Rexes they kind of range from 50k health to 60k health, and about 1100 melee to 1300 melee. They're all in that range, the level irrelevant. The saddles, they're all running Mastercraft saddles between like 82 and 89 armor. It's kind of mixed, but yeah, that's what I'm using. That's the stats. That's pretty much all you need, and at this point, just make sure your fur's on. You can see that it's cold, bottom right corner. Have health brews, have food, because you can see my health is kind of low, my food's kind of low in the bottom right corner there. And yeah, when it comes to the boss fight, I might as well just explain it now. There's a big circle that kind of shields it. When it's doing that, you might want to just avoid it. You'll see me avoiding it a lot. I'll go behind pillars, because when it can't get damaged in that phase. When it's doing that, it's just shielding itself. And then when it comes out of that and you're able to attack it, it shoots out the lasers that dismount you. So typically when you see the big ball, it's a big like transparent ball around the boss. Just go hide and maybe kill defense drones or something. That's really the only strategy I can say, is just, you know, try to get dismounted the least amount of possible. But even if you get dismounted, you'll see it's not that bad. You just kind of get dismounted on your Rex. You typically just stand on your saddle and then get back on. You don't take any hits. And again, as long as you have health brews, you're fine. Like the fur I'm wearing is primitive fur. Like it's just basic fur. So I don't have any good armor really. And yeah, this is the boss fight. I'm gonna keep this in real time so you can enjoy it and you can see what's done. But yeah, a lot of it is just me letting my Rexes do the work, and I'm just trying not to get dismounted really. The odd time I'll help, but mostly just you know, trying to avoid getting dismounted and killed, because obviously you don't want to die in this. My main goal is just let my Rexes do the work and survive. That's my main goal, is for me to survive, because, you know, if say me and my tribe may die, everything's lost. The Rexes are all lost. So all that hard work for nothing. If you notice the time going into this boss fight, I think it's like a 13-minute kill. So just make sure you have you make good time, because it's going to take some time to kill this guy. And not because of the damage output, it's just because the mechanics of the game. He's shielded, and then he changes forms, and he flies around. You can only kill him so fast. So please guys, make sure that you don't take too much time in the tech cave. Be as efficient as possible. Get up here as soon as possible and just get it done. At the end of this fight, there is an explorer note I get. It's to the right of my screen right now. You'll see it at the end of the fight anyways. There might be more, I'm not sure. I didn't really look around. I just noticed it at the end of the game. And one last thing, guys. I've heard there's a lot of misconception about at the end of the fight you got to throw all your stuff on a Rex because you'll lose it. Like everything you're wearing, everything in your hotbar, throw it in the Rex or else you'll lose it. That's completely false. Please don't believe that. You do not need to do that. You do not need to do that. Just make sure you have a sleeping bag placed before you get in the tech cave. Make sure you have a sleeping bag placed outside the cave, so when you beat the fight, you can just respawn at the sleeping bag and then walk down into the volcano and get your Rexes, because they will respawn out there. And again, you'll see that all in the footage. But yeah, don't go crazy trying to get all your stuff onto a Rex. Just let the boss fight end, go to the little teleporter. You'll see it all in the footage. It's right where the boss is now. He moved away from it, but at the end of the fight, just go to the teleporter, make sure everything gets teleported out. Don't go crazy about trying to get your stuff on the Rexes. You will keep all your stuff, all your items, everything on you. You just have to respawn your character. And like I said, just make sure you have a sleeping bag outside, and you'll see that. One more thing, I will prove that you keep the the boss fight, the boss heads, at the end of the video I'm going to go into my wyvern and just show you that the boss heads are on the wyvern, just to show you that we did pull them out after we opened the door and stored them away. And that's it. Enjoy the fight. Hope I didn't talk too much, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.